turn it around as soon as possible. James Harden joined by Chris Dunn, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Coven. Meanwhile, the Clippers dropping 5 runs, control the opening tip. Bradley Beal turns the corner, kicks it out to Bull, and that's going to be a travel and a turnovers loss to the Lakers. That was at Crypto.com. This is their 8th consecutive road game as Harden, late clock, going to work on Booker, and Harden is fouled. 3rd in the NBA, but they haven't really.
Offense affects your defense, and without Norman Powell, if they can be more efficient offensively, that defense can kick in.
Bradley Beal working on Bogdanovic. Tough shot. Bogdanovic stood in there firm, but a long rebound to Booker. Gives the Suns a second chance. Durant, no good. And there's Dunn who clears. Kawhi Leonard missed a good chunk of the season to start the year. Dunn in the corner, and a three-pointer in and out. It's the first 34 games with a knee injury. And inside, Bull night.
And my brother is certainly not going to appreciate that, because that was very poor transition defense by the Clippers. Did not get back and matched up.
Jeff Van Gundy in his first year on the staff with Ty Lue has really turned things around for the Clippers defensively as Kawhi comes up short. His first shot attempt. Durant at the controls, back down the floor. Dunn picks him up, a terrific defender, and Dunn forces a turnover.
Yeah, Dunn's as good a perimeter defender as there is in the NBA. Certainly an all-defense level defender, just don't know if he has enough status in the league right now to get that.
Has looked a little bit of a misfit roster, and they just have not performed to their very lofty expectations, Coach.
No, look, they're still a very good offensive team. They just have
that plateau earlier this year, and his first miss after a number of consecutive free throws.
It's amazing how many times Booker and Durant get fouled shooting jump shots. They're both among the top 12 in the league in free throw attempts, and they're not the normal way on driving the ball. People panic because they're such great shooters that they foul them on jump shots.
Zubac with a nice feed. Dunn in the corner. Comes up short.
And that's the problem with Dunn. One of the best defenders in the league, but people don't. 32% from 3.
Nice find by Richards. Bull's going to drive. Little runner, no good. Bull is a threat from distance. Kawhi Leonard, they cleared out. Showed double, and now Zubac working on Bull, but a foul.
Which is going to leave people open, but there's no pressure on Kawhi Leonard. Double. You've got to double hard in a
Tuesday is brought to you by the Kia Telluride X-Line, partner of the NBA. So Zubac's 1 out of 2 at the line. Booker gets away from Leonard, and Bull cannot handle the pass. And Bogdanovic, the acquisition from Atlanta, rattles one in. Bogdanovic, Coach, he has not shot the ball well this year, but that's a guy that the Clippers are counting on to find his stroke once he settles in with a new team, as Bull misfires.
Well, and look, there's Bogdanovic running out after the contest. Missing.
He's had a long year of basketball. Hopefully he's going to catch a second wind, and he saw the first one go through, and he rips the cords on his second 3 in the clip.
Just before the game, and I asked him, how do they fix their defense? And he told me it's those bad spots, the domino effect of 1 or 2 mistakes, and they take over the morale of the team. So they're still trying to stay level-headed, guys. They understand that it's an up-and-down game, that there are going to be ups and downs, but they have to focus on those goods, limit the bad ones.
But Coach, to Stephanie's point, and we talked to Mike Budenholzer at length before the game, they just have not been able to play 48 minutes, and in that stretch since February 1st you're talking about is Kawhi. They're giving up 124 points a game.
Yeah, look, they're the worst in the league by a long shot. In that time, they haven't been good all year. Budenholzer wants them to do defensively as a group, and that's one of the things they've done. They've given up the most fast break points in the league since February 1st, too.
Well, you can look to the coaches, you can look to the front office who built the roster, you can look to ownership. Really boils down to the players. The players got to commit to the defensive end. Seems to be the theme here. And Booker and Mike Budenholzer asking Devin Booker to be a little less vocal so the coaches could have more voice. Devin Booker, the very next game, comes out and says, we're too quiet. It just seems like there's unrest here. And when you're not playing well with high expectations, you can understand.
You're going through this phase all the time. There's no stability, and that's just coaches. We haven't talked about the number of teammates Devin Booker has had to adjust to. The Suns, one of the most unstable teams in the NBA. Unstable at ownership, unstable coaches, unstable rosters. Great pass, Nick Richards, but man, this team needs to settle down a little bit and get some stability and give themselves a chance.
And that's the rally cry from their fans as well. Went to the NBA Finals just 4 years ago, knocking on the door at their first ever championship. Durant with a rebound, wants to push it. A couple of good possessions coming out of the timeout, and Durant misses a three. So we were here for that big number from Durant.
Well, I said, have a milestone in the NBA. They're the milestone man.
We are on the verge of a milestone in LA tonight. We'll be keeping an eye on LeBron James, who is a point away from 50,000 career points, playoff plus regular season.
Well, you were the guy who, that one he can do without you, because even though it's a tremendous accomplishment.
Marker on FanDuel tonight.
Well,
but we'll be keeping an eye on it.
Tom Barbary just reminded me you also called Bronny James. It was. And then I also saw you call James Harden took a charge, and I think that was a first.
You never forget. It's like an elephant. Kawhi Leonard splits the double.
Look, you remember back, Brian's a player that he used to be. Back-to-back tomorrow night, he won't play. And that's great to have him fresh for the postseason, except you're not guaranteed of being in the postseason.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, you go back a couple of years, it was here in this arena. Kawhi Leonard went off in the first game of a first-round series. You're thinking, wow, Kawhi's back. And then he really wasn't a factor the rest of that series. So you just never know. As Nick Batum comes up short, Mason Plumlee, his first minutes on the floor with a rebound. And Devin Booker to Durant. Kawhi picks up Durant. Durant inside, Plumlee with a reverse.
They left the timeout. They sorted things out. Stan, you know how it is. You've been around this game long enough. That's going to happen.
Yeah, I just said to Brian here at a dead ball, I'm going to have strong opinions, and they're going.
Treat us every night, you know, when you're just trying to be the best announcer you can be.
I think I'm very non-confrontational now.
It's an all-new Stan Van Gundy. I don't even recognize that old coach. Here's Grayson Allen wide open for three, and he kept.
And an underrated part of this team, they're only 3-9 in the games Grayson Allen has missed. They need him on the.
Certainly need his shooting, and that's a Grayson Allen steal. Suns moving it a little bit. Royce O'Neal. And now Plumlee will get him into their set. Amir Coffey, first minutes on the floor. Durant goes right by him, rises up. He is fouled, and it counts. Elbow right on his hip. And Durant with a little fight on the floor after a dreadful start to this game.
Well, look, if you're the Suns, quite frankly, the position you're in, you have to win this game tonight. This is a Clipper. You're at home. You have to win this game tonight.
Suns get a stop. And Durant to Plumlee. Nice save there by Plumlee. And is able to score it. Makes it a 16-5 Phoenix run here. They're on a 10-1 run over the last 2 minutes. And they lead it by 3.
Well, and it's Kevin Durant making plays. 2 assists and a secondary assist where he got the ball to Plumlee, who got it to Grayson Allen. Now he gets a block shot. Kevin Durant, 3-point play to score, but then his defense and his passing setting things up.
He trips and falls, he turns it over, and Coffey. Miller's going to pick up Tyus Jones here.
Well, on a 5th first quarter turnover by the Suns, that's been a problem just pretty much all year, but they've been middle of the pack lately. It's been a bigger problem.
And the Clippers are shorthanded.
It's a bad foul there by Jordan Miller. Look, saying, I haven't heard it a lot recently, fouling negates hustle. So Jordan Miller, a young guy getting opportunities, playing hard, but he just gave away 2 points.
He's had the second most minutes played since Jordan.
A lot more athletic than people think. I mean, this guy's he plays with great energy all the time. I thought that was a nice pickup by Lawrence Frank in the Clipper front office.
Came with Patty Mills to the Clippers. And then the Clippers ultimately picking up Bogdanovich as well, and then Ben Simmons on the buyout market. So they added 4 pieces. Grayson Allen guarded by Miller, takes the contact, and little Duke connection. Now a steal. Plumlee to O'Neal for 3. Hey, the Suns 6. That'll take us.
Stan ain't doing nothing. They've got Jay Laramie. It's
going to be the first game all year he gets. Yeah. Massive numbers, but none better than LeBron and a record stand that I feel pretty good saying this right now is never going to be broken.
You know, though, the only thing I would agree with you. The only thing is we said that about game LeBron James, but you have to be great and you have to last a long time.
Well, you heard Bill McDonald's call there, 22 years at age 40, and LeBron James is the player of the month in the Western Conference. He's not just a major weapon and performing even better than his MVP year statistically.
Yeah,
his last MVP.
Seems to me like he scored most of those 50,000 against my teams.
LeBron, since he turned 40, is averaging over 26 points per game. And the February play of the month, that's to LeBron. Also maintains the mark that LeBron and Bronny are the highest scoring tandem in NBA history.
Father-son, yeah, absolutely.
Zubac clears the rebound. Clippers off to a good start of the second quarter. They scored the first 6 points as Kawhi Leonard on a 15-4 run to end that first quarter. Clippers have answered back here to start this second. Devin Booker rises up, hits one over Zubac.
Booker, the Suns have 2 of the top 5 mid-range shooters in the NBA. They can get those shots anytime they want. They're both adept at getting to their spots, and they're both over 50% on those shots.
Kawhi Leonard finds Bogdanovich catching fire tonight. And the Clippers now 8 made threes. They've only missed 3 tonight from beyond the arc. Nice lead by Booker. Nick Richards.
Well, the Clippers have been struggling shooting the 3 since the All-Star break, only shooting 33% in the bottom 10 in the league, and so only 4 for 12 tonight, but good to see the last couple drop.
Bol misses badly. Amir Coffey finds Bogdanovich. He's been the hot hand. Grayson Allen on him.
Clippers giving Bol a lot more respect tonight than some other teams who just allow him times. Not a quick release guy, and they have affected his shot, much to Shaq's chagrin.
Clippers now 5 of 13 from three-point range. Bol, the runner.
Yeah, they're putting him under duress.
Coffey on the run out. Coffey hangs, and Boston has hit that 30,000 plateau. Seeing some of the all-time great scorers in the NBA tonight. It's the beauty of this league with the longevity that some of these stars 7 times. Clippers have turned it into 11 points.
Well, that's what the Clippers do. Second in the league, points off of turnovers at over 20 a game.
Zubac able to chase that one down on a bounce. There's James Harden now. And a little give and go, give it right back, and Zubac down.
Well, Zubac does keeping it high and getting that ball to the rim to dunk it as quickly as he can.
Booker misses the 3. This is a 7-0 Clipper run. Booker picks up his first foul. Harden, by the way, averaging 8.5 assists per game. And Leonard loses the handle, surrounded by 3 Suns. Clippers turn it over, just their 3rd.
Well, that's something what Mike Budenholzer wants, though. He thinks the Suns, part of their defense is they have to find a way to create more turnovers.
Durant for 3, no good. Couple of opportunities. That Durant draws the double. Richards in the paint. And he's got Dunn on a mismatch there. Richard.
Well, Kevin Durant only has 1 bucket tonight. 1 for 5 from the floor, but his playmaking has been outstanding. It's not just the 3 assists, it's a couple of hockey assists.
Harden again.
I mean, the Suns' weak side defense just watches Zubac roll. Nobody even puts a body on him, and it's just an easy pass.
This time Harden goes.
Clippers just push the ball for this Phoenix team. Does this group of trying to get into the postseason? Because I'm not seeing it on the defensive end of the floor. I'm not seeing effort. I'm not seeing the Clippers having to make tough shots. I'm seeing easy buckets. Here we get a run out. I mean, we just got to see a lot more defense from the Suns if they're going to make a move here. The door's opened up with injuries to Kyrie Irving, Domantas Sabonis.
And Mike Budenholzer trying everything he can, changing the lineup, but you can't coach effort. Bogdanovich, he'll take it himself. Lays Clippers sitting in the 7 position, in the play-in position. The Suns, they are playing about like they played here over the last couple of weeks. A couple of timeouts and giving them a lift.
Well, and that Clippers defense was great. Outstanding double team on Durant. Near turnover, but the loose ball bounces the Suns' way, and Royce O'Neal makes them pay.
Clippers down 6 at the quarter as Kawhi misses a 3. Coach, they're getting what they want in the paint right now against the Suns.
Yeah, they are. 18 points in the paint in this quarter.
Harden picks up Durant. Durant trying to turn the corner, cannot settle for a jump shot. Play here in this first half. Suns had a little burst at the end of the first quarter, but it has been all Clippers set.
And rebounding. Top 4 in the league, both in rebounding and offensive rebounding.
O'Neal misses on the Jones pass. Good action there by the Suns. Can't get it to go, though. 14-point Clipper lead. With the ball here, James Harden for 3, got it. Harden's got 8 here in the first half, with 6 assists, by the way. He's had a number of connections with Zubac, as per usual. Devin Booker runs into a double team, dangerous pass, and now it's Durant, and Durant hits a 3.
Clippers, but outstanding ball movement by Phoenix there.
Suns led 30-24 at the end of the first quarter. And the last possession, wow, Zubac left wide open. Plumlee gets up the last shot. Boy.
Come back swing, you for the step up.
And the Clippers get one inside on the first possession. They've dominated the paint here. And you might notice that Royce O'Neal is starting this second half for the Suns. Let's check in with Stephanie Reddy. She's got more on the Phoenix story.
Hey, thanks so much, B.A. Bradley.
In that starting lineup.
And Budenholzer also did not start Bol here in the second half. He had a tough first half, as did all the Suns.
Had a nice little run the Suns did at the end of that first quarter. You thought, well, this is a different looking team from what we've seen over this last stretch of 10 games. They've dropped 8 of their last 10. 3-11 since February 1st. Just very poor defense, and it has been on display in this window since February 1st and certainly tonight. And remember, the Suns have a gauntlet ahead of them as O'Neal misses a 3. Coach, 5 of their next 6 are on the road. They've got Denver Friday in Denver. Their next string of games, Denver, Dallas, Memphis, Houston twice, and then the Lakers.
Hey, look, it's generally not easy in the NBA. Bordering on the absurd. And this is a Clipper team that is a bottom 10 offensive team playing without their leading scorer.
Inside as Richards springs free. Sun schedule, 22 games left including tonight. It is the toughest remaining schedule if you go by opponents' winning percentage the rest of the way.
He did hook him after that.
Durant. Oh, nice pass. There's Richards, and he missed it. Richards gets it back, knocked out of his hand.
Oh, come on.
Zubac inside.
Come on, that's off it. This is one of the most ridiculous.
Budenholzer to do here. Again, like we talked about in the first half, at some point, they game about philosophy right now, his coaching philosophy.
They do have good
players, but obviously he's staying in the day-to-day matchup, and they're just not responding right now. Devin Booker, there's contact there.
I tell you, Chris Dunn is as good a defender as we have in this league.
Tyus Jones hits it. Harden is fouled. The town is hopping right now. You got spring training baseball.
With lead baseball announcer and strictly at a Dodgers-Giants game as a fan. Saw Freddie Freeman hit a home run.
Well, you paid for your ticket. I didn't pay for the ticket, but I didn't do the game either. Was just there hanging out with all those grizzled scouts.
Yeah, well, your brother's one of those guys. And
they know it all down there. Richards taking on Zubac. And able to score on
there inside by Richards. Gonna have to string together stops if you're Phoenix.
Inside of the foul is Kawhi trying to make that roster for the White Sox.
Well, your brother, who's here with us tonight, a scout for the Rangers, saying that he had his prospect report on on Justin Dunn.
We asked him to pull it up.
He's had a lot of injury problems, so hopefully he can stay healthy and make the White Sox.
The Dunn brothers participating tonight. Their dad is here. Another brother is here as well. And Harden, no. Here come the Suns. Deflection and a turnover. Harden leaves it for Bogdanovich. Touch pass to Kawhi.
The guy that ran back. Everybody else quit on the play. Chris Dunn makes another defensive play here for the Clippers. Chris Dunn has made it perfectly so, but you need players to make it work, and Chris Dunn's making it work tonight.
Royce O'Neal gets a shooter's. O'Neal hits his fourth three-pointer, gives him 12 points. It has been all Clippers again inside for Kawhi Leonard.
Well, that's 42 points in the paint tonight for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard forces a turnover. Clippers defense on point, even further exposing the lack of defense by the Suns. Clippers right now trying to get themselves back in the top 6 in the Western Conference as Bogdanovich pokes that one away. Booker chases it down with 12 to shoot. Got to hustle it back. Booker's got a lot of blood on the back of his elbow. Jones with 3 to shoot is fouled by Bogdanovich. Conference player and defensive player of the year. Back in the good old Valley days. That was always a rough and tumble conference. I used to call games in that conference.
Oh, wow.
With the great Stephen Bardo. Always enjoyed working those Valley games back in the day. They got Booker's blood. Yet another basket in the paint. And for the Clippers, 44 points in the paint tonight of their 82 on the board. Booker rises up. He is fouled. Great mid-range players in Booker and Durant. Both in the... Not a whole lot going right for the Suns. Clippers up 18 as we approach the 5-minute mark of this third quarter.
Yeah, not a lot going right for them. Sometimes you have to take responsibility for fixing your own problems, Brian. This isn't bad luck out here. This is defense. At some point, the Suns players have to take charge of that. The crowd's starting to boo. I think the crowd's been forgiving. I would have started booing a long time ago.
Tell you this, we start level defense than we are normal regular season NBA defense.
Yeah, look, and the contrast is so evident because this Clipper defense has been so active and aggressive that the contrast with what the Suns have put out there is obvious.
Zubac strong at jump hook.
Well, they were double teaming him earlier. He was making the right pass. Now you don't double team him. He's 12 for 13 on the game.
There's Durant, moving it over to Stephanie.
Guys, Zubac's having a career year. He's had career highs in points and in rebounds, 4th in the NBA. And that season, he said a couple things. For the Croatian national team during the Olympics, the coaching staff trusts him. Even when he's not feeling it, they still get him the ball, and that means a lot. He doesn't want to let them down.
One of the great things Ty Lue ends the game. You see him up over there now. Like, he is locked in every single day, game day or otherwise, of an NBA season.
Tell you, talking to Ty Lue before the game too, I think their Olympic experience together was very impactful for both. But Ty Lue, I mean, he talked about it at length today, being with your brother on the Olympic team.
Well, there's no question. And my brother, I spent time with him about Ty Lue, both as a coach and a high character person, that to work for him and to play for him, my brother just thinks is an honor for these players.
Ty Lue, championship winning coach with the Clippers. Now here is, I beg your pardon, with the Cavs, now in his 5th year with the Clippers. His team has their holes, but also feels like they've got enough talent to make a series. Phoenix has not lost to the Clippers. They face Detroit tomorrow, start a 3-game homestand. I was looking at the Clippers, so we got 5 weeks left in the season. They have 5 back-to-backs in the final 5 weeks of the season. As Harden with
this has been a really tough stretch. This is their 8th straight road game. Yeah, so they haven't been home in a while. It's been difficult. We get Colin Gillespie into the game. Doesn't play a lot, but he's a competitor. Mike Budenholzer just needs to find guys that will bring back the competitive spirit to this Suns team.
And Gillespie finds Plumlee. That was Eubanks with the block. Here come the Clippers. Bounce pass, Coffee, got it.
This is court offense can be difficult for this Clipper team. They need to create offense off that defense, and they're doing so tonight.
Top 10 team fast break points per game. Plumlee, again, he's had a couple of those tonight. But the Clippers up 21 here with a minute and a half remaining in the third quarter.
I mean, this Clipper team getting after it defensively, but every time they do give up a basket, my poor brother over there looks absolutely pained.
It does.
Pain.
I thought I saw him almost crack a smile earlier tonight.
No.
I could have been mistaken.
Layup. Great job by the Clippers.
Gillespie finds Durant. Under a minute to go, Durant, little mid-range jump that. Shoots it at the highest percentage from the mid-range.
Yeah, he's at 55% in the mid-range, and there's only so much you can do. I mean, he's so big. He gets that shot over the top. You don't want to foul him. Just make him make shots, and they've done a good job. He's 4 for 12 tonight.
Yeah, Harden, the bubble year in 2021. Getting some minutes here tonight in the third quarter as Harden misses a three. Batum keeps it alive. Another possession here for the Clippers. Nick Batum, that quick release, missed it. Plumlee the rebound. Suns can take the last shot. Shot clock is off. Durant fires a three, in and out it goes. Harden takes a peek at the buzzer. No. Trying to see those wheels in motion for Mike Budenholzer, what he's thinking, what he's actually saying. As Kevin Durant hits one. It's the beginning of the second quarter.
Well, you got Kevin Durant and Devin Booker out there. You certainly have what you need to score enough points.
Durant with a year career here in Phoenix, one of the brilliant careers in the game of professional basketball. And Stephanie Reddy, you had the good fortune of coaching against her, which is why you're here as a broadcaster now.
She was still already a seasoned scorer and winner. She was Rookie of the Year that year, came in third in M.
Steph was, if I counted correctly,
the Hall of Famers. Eubanks hits a big Phoenix run here. That was at 12-0. Durant has scored the last 10. Phoenix trying to turn this into a game. Here is Allen in the corner, and another.
They've just got it. We've been saying it all night. Put forth an effort defensively. You've got plenty of firepower. If you just do something down here, you got a chance to get in this game.
Two chances. Clippers come up empty. Durant picks it off the glass. Gillespie moves it. Booker probing, finds Plumlee, and Plumlee is met by Batum. Still had the ability to finish as Plumlee shoots a left-handed free.
And he has shot them reasonably well since. And he's
their challenge the rest of the way. 13-2 run here to start this fourth quarter. Phoenix is back in this game after a dreadful defensive effort throughout this game. Starting to tighten the screws now. Durant. Now the double team comes with Gillespie. Around the horn it goes. This is Coffee in the corner. And
Coffee shooting 41% from three coming in. Very, very capable. That was good defense by the Suns, but great ball movement by the Clippers.
Durant for three. And Gillespie tried to keep it alive. Coffee comes out of the pack.
Much better effort getting back there, though. Give the Suns credit. If they would play this kind of defense all the time, they wouldn't be working out of such a big hole.
Riding with Plumlee and Allen and Gillespie, and they force the turnover. Gillespie moves it. Booker gives it right back. Colin Gillespie for this fourth quarter for Mike Budenholzer.
He sure as heck has been a big part of getting the Suns back in this game. 8-point game and a lot of time.
Bradley Beal started the game. Did not start this second half out.
About how much he likes Colin Gillespie as a player and a competitor.
Always trust his Villanova guys. James Harden, late clock, short. Another good defensive stand by the Suns. 8-point game. Allen turns the corner. Durant to Booker, good ball movement. Inside to outside. Clippers right with him every step though. Now Gillespie drives it and blocked by Zubac. Got to get one up here. 4 to shoot. Gillespie, no.
They can see when teams are making an effort and when they're not. And they know what they saw for 3 quarters was not an effort.
And Celtics, what a matchup that's going to be. Lakers are rolling right on. The player of the month, Luka, playing tonight. LeBron got to 50,000 points tonight in LA, combining regular season and postseason scoring.
And all of a sudden, with Doncic going to the Lakers, the Lakers, the Warriors,
the Thunder, and they've won 4 in a row.
Well, that's the thing. You're never the team until you win it, and you're the team. I remember Peyton Manning couldn't win until he did.
Yeah.
And it's the same with every Tatum and Brown. Couldn't win in the NBA until they did.
Gillespie just probing.
Look. Tell you what, Colin Gillespie has made a major impact, and that's why you have to stay ready when you're a guy at the end of the bench.
Plumlee running the floor, and Bogdan. It's left in this fourth quarter as Plumlee back to that left-handed free throw. He's made 3 in a row. T-shirts, hats, and more. NBAstore.com, a Fanatics experience. 4 consecutive free throws. And we have a 5-point game. The Clippers, no points in the last 2.5.
Well, here's the thing. The Clippers haven't been getting stops, so now they have to play half-court offense, and they're not very good in half-court offense. They need to get out and run. Phoenix's half-court defense is picked up. Give them a lot of credit here.
This place is going to pop if Durant hits this, and he does.
An amazing resurgence by Phoenix. I've been beating them up all night on their effort, but this is what they look like when they can make it.
4-7 fourth quarter run here. 6 minutes into this fourth quarter. Chance of defense. Zubac and Zubac.
9 rebounds, 3 assists. 13 for 14 from the floor.
Double-double machine this year. He's averaged double-digit rebounds per game for the entire season. He never averaged that for a season, and that is
They turn the ball over. The Clippers get easy buckets at the other end. Now the Phoenix. I mean, you got some breaks with Kyrie Irving getting hurt. You're playing a home game against a team without their leading scorer. You got to win this game.
Norman Powell out again for the Clippers. Harden shakes Gillespie, gets the bounce.
Got a little bit of a push off there, but what Harden does is he uses his shoulder, not his arm, to get you off of him, so he doesn't extend and get called for that foul.
Chris Dunn trying to stay with Booker. Now Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen lost the handle, secures it. Durant goes to work. Dunn on him. Boy, Dunn is all over everyone. I feel like he's guarding everybody on the team.
He is. And that was a great rebound by James Harden.
Nice pass by Harden. Dunn misses. Here come the Suns, down 4. Under 5 minutes to go. Durant drives, is fouled.
For 4 tonight.
Gonna see second half either as Durant sticks another one. Game. 4:55 left here in Phoenix. Now the onus on the Clippers, who have fallen into the 7th spot.
I think the Clippers are going to want to go to Zubac here in the post. Nick Richards cannot play him one-on-one. They're going to have to come in double.
Zubac wants it back. Zubac goes to work and missed it.
Tonight for Zubac, but I like Ty Lue's thinking of getting the ball to Zubac inside.
Zubac only his 3rd miss tonight. Durant guarded by Dunn. Zubac looming. Durant rises up, hits it, and we're
full court.
Big possession for the Clippers, trying to quiet down this crowd, and 31 for Zubac.
2 games ago against the Lakers in a loss, he had 27 and 16.
Booker, what a pass! in the
biggest thing is they're not turning the ball over, Phoenix. So that's helping their offense, obviously. It's also helping their defense because their defense is set every time.
Powell, hamstring injury. Kawhi Leonard comes up short. Since the third quarter, since halfway through the third for the Suns, Zubac's backing down Richards. Harden, guarded by O'Neal. Harden crosses him. Harden drives, kicks it. Dunn open. Dunn cannot hit. Leonard fighting. Gillespie steals the rebound. Here's Booker. Booker lays it in. A turnaround for the first time since the second quarter. Looks like a totally different team on the floor from the one we saw most of the night.
Oh, it is a totally different team. They're trying.
Block, Harden, no. Dunn keeps it alive, Dunn. And consecutive road game, the fourth quarter scoring. It has been all Phoenix, plus 21. And Harden, almost a steal, Plumlee gets it back. Here's Gillespie, and Gillespie, why not?
Key of this game for Phoenix, if they end up winning in fewer than 13 minutes. And he's just done so much at both ends of the floor. But the main thing is he changed the energy and the competitive spirit of this Suns basketball team.
Mike Budenholzer riding him the whole way, along with Plumlee. Durant, guarded by Harden, two all-timers going at it. And Durant
make an impact. And it but Colin Gillespie and Mason Plumlee, let's give him to the bench, have been outstanding paired with the moving forward for this Suns team. This is film session tomorrow showing the effort in the fourth quarter that those are the plays you got to have to win games.
They are 2-5 on this road trip. They had this game
turning the ball over and this Clipper team's going to struggle to score. They're without their leading scorer. Their best player's been Norman Powell all year. He's played 9 minutes since the All-Star break. This Clipper team's going to struggle for as long as they're without Norman Powell.
Well, that 9 minutes came Sunday against the Lakers. He couldn't go the rest of the game. Booker, no. Plumlee and Zubac. Plumlee gets it to Durant, and Durant scores.
These three bench guys, along with obviously Booker and Durant, have done an outstanding job down the stretch.
Harden for three, and he is fouled by Durant.
Statistician Tom Barbary, who's shooting 34% from three.
That's 35 for the Clippers. And now Harden, 2 out of 3. This is a 2-point game.
Well, we've been saying it with the Suns all night, but can the Clippers get a stop? And what's amazing here, Chris Dunn, their best defender, is on Colin Gillespie.
No fouls to give here. Gillespie open for 3. It's possession for the Clippers. Durant knocked it away, but right in.
Durant in the top 20 in the league in block shots. Huge possession here for both teams. Clippers have to have a stop. Really surprised that they're going with James Harden on Kevin Durant down the stretch.
Suns up 3. Durant drops it off. Plumlee. Extra pass here. Durant for 3. No. And it's Plumlee and Leonard. Have 1 timeout remaining. Clippers just used their last, and Booker's going to take this timeout.
And get the ball inbounds.
No fouls come. Clock ticks, and finally Dunn does foul.
If you're the Suns, well, maybe not.
Game, he does. The door is open. Clippers move it, and
missing 2 free throws and take that foul.
Misses. Ball's loose. In the air. Kawhi's got it. Puts it up. Zubac, no. And the feet on improbable victory.